Let's start with the plank position. With the roller placed under your thighs, we'll be rolling forward and back across the entire front surface of the thigh. Please note that this is quite a sensitive area, so take your time. If you feel discomfort, roll more slowly. Do this exercise 6 times. Our workout is focused on improving chest mobility, particularly extension. We'll be working on extending the body, and your front thigh plays an active role in this extension. Do a few more slow rolls, and then we'll move on to a one-legged movement. To do this, bend one leg to the side in a frog pose, while the other leg remains on the roller. Place the roller roughly in the middle of the thigh and begin bending and straightening the knee. Do this movement 5 times, then shift the roller slightly closer to the knee. Do this 4 to 5 times. With the help of the roller, we can relax some tension in the connective tissue of the muscles, improving the communication between our tissues and the brain, thus enhancing the range of motion. Move the roller to the other leg and again start by bending and straightening the knee, beginning from the middle of the thigh bone. Make sure your lower back doesn't sag, keeping yourself in a nice stretch through the crown of your head and tailbone. Do this movement 5 times. After a few repetitions, move the roller a bit closer to the knee again. Do this 4 to 5 times. Massage work with the roller helps improve the nourishment of our tissues and the sliding between them, naturally improving the quality of our movement. Remember, if it hurts, stay on a particular area and just breathe. This allows your nervous system to relax and release any excess tension. Now, let's turn over. If you're not entirely comfortable on a textured roller, you can cover it with a blanket. If you're fine, there's no need to do so. Position the roller under the lower edge of your shoulder blades. Spread your arms behind your head, interlocking your fingers. Extend on the inhale and flex on the exhale. Try counting to yourself during the inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1, and during the exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue this internal count while moving, fully opening up the chest during extension. Here, the roller helps increase the extension amplitude and gives feedback from the spine, helping you extend well in the upper thoracic region, which is often very tight in many people. Direct your breath downward toward the belly, and as you exhale, let your lower front ribs drop downward as if they are melting into your pelvis, lifting your chest upwards. As you go on, stretch your arms back behind your head and try alternating between lowering the left hand to the floor with your right hand guiding, and vice versa. Do this exercise 7 times on each hand. If your neck becomes tired, rest your head on the floor. You can use a blanket or a yoga block under your head if you feel your head is tilted too far back. Continue assisting yourself with one hand to help the other arm extend better at the shoulder. It's important to coordinate the work of your shoulder blades, chest, and shoulders so that everything contributes to your full extension. Don't rush. You don't need to place your hand on the floor. You can keep it above the floor and lightly assist yourself with the other hand. Perform this movement a few more times and then we'll slowly wrap up. Rise into a high knees position. If your knees are sensitive, place a blanket under them. We'll get into the 90-90 position. With the roller, we've improved the range of our movements and tissue sliding, and now we'll try to lock this in with natural movement without the roller. Move the pelvis into anterior and posterior tilts in the 90-90 position. On the exhale, the pelvis lifts the pubic bone up toward the navel, and on the inhale, it returns forward. Next time, add chest movement, flexing the upper chest on the exhale with the nose pointing toward the pubic bone. On the inhale, return back. On the exhale, flex, with your shoulder blades reaching up toward the ceiling. On the inhale, extend back again. It's ideal to feel the stretch along the front of the leg that's on the floor. Pause in the flexed position and start shifting forward and back, keeping the spine in a rounded dome shape. Push the shoulder blades up to the ceiling while pulling the pubic bone upward, increasing the elasticity of the iliopsoas muscle. Now let's try the same on the other side. Place the other leg in front and again start with the pelvic tilt. This movement activates the hip joints and engages the psoas muscle well. Try placing your hands behind your head and repeat the same flexion in the upper chest, extending back on the inhale. As you exhale, the back rounds like a dome or parachute inflating upward. On the exhale, you round your back, and on the inhale, extend back again. Now, pause in the flexed position and start shifting forward. Flex downward and pull yourself forward while keeping the back in a question mark shape. Feel a good stretch along the front of the thigh as you repeat this movement a few more times. After that, we'll move on to the ribs. It's better to use a smooth roller for the ribs. Place your lower left ribs on the roller. Position yourself so that the roller is under the lower ribs and you feel comfortable. Start rolling back and forth on the roller. This should feel soft and pleasant. Let's try relaxing the intercostal muscles, serratus anterior, and latissimus muscles, which will improve our breathing and also enhance fluid drainage in the body, affecting the lymphatic system. Now, straighten your left arm up and drape your right arm over yourself like a blanket. Do this exercise 4 times. On the inhale, tilt as if the roller is pushing your ribs upward, and on the exhale, rise back up. The movement should feel pleasant as your ribs open on the inhale and close back on the exhale. Perform a few more repetitions. Feel how the chest starts flexing nicely, and then sit up. Sit in a mermaid pose, with your left leg bent forward. Drape yourself over with your left arm, stretching the left side. The left arm presses down, and we stretch with the right arm. Do this 4 times on each side. Inhale and tilt to the left. Exhale and tilt to the right. Here, continue to lengthen through the crown of your head and tailbone. We are improving the mobility of the chest and moving well in the thoracic area. As we move the chest, relax the shoulders and neck, releasing tension in the lower back, which positively affects your overall well-being. Do this 4 times. Tilt to the right, and with your left arm, imagine you're hugging a large ball in front of you. Exhale, flex forward, and on the inhale, open into external rotation. Exhale down and inhale back. Perform this movement once more, then switch to the other side. Place the soft roller under your lower ribs. Lie down and start rolling back and forth. Remember, this should feel pleasant. If it feels painful, hold yourself in one position and gradually move across your rib area. Do this exercise 4 times. We'll slowly finish, straighten the right arm, and drape your left arm over yourself like a blanket. Do this 4 times. Imagine the roller pushing your ribs upward. On the inhale, tilt, filling your left lung with air, and on the exhale, lift back up. Do a few more repetitions, enjoying the movement of the spine and the expansion of the chest. We'll now sit back into the mermaid pose, this time with your right leg forward. Drape your right arm over yourself and tilt toward your legs on the left side. We are shifting the tilt from one side to the other. Maintain your axial length and don't forget to open your ribs. Imagine your ribs yawning. Do this exercise 5 times. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale as you tilt to the left, and exhale as you tilt back to the right. We are now working on improving the quality of our breathing. We take around 20,000 breaths a day, which is a huge number, and it would be wonderful if these movements were done efficiently, as many muscles are involved in both inhaling and exhaling, many of which we've worked on today. Finish gradually and stay in the left side tilt. Exhale, flex the chest, reach the arm forward, and inhale to bring it back. Next, move into a high knees position. Place the roller in front of you and we'll perform a roll down movement. Start the flexion from the crown of your head, letting it drop downward. At a comfortable point, find the roller with the outer part of your arms and roll forward into a nice chest extension. Lower the tailbone and vertebra by vertebra, come back up. Again, on the exhale, flex downward. Position your hands so that you can comfortably lean on the roller and roll forward. Just like before, lower the tailbone and vertebra by vertebra, roll back up. We'll do this movement one more time. And now pay attention to how your vertebrae are moving, one by one. Stand up straight, return to a vertical position, and we'll perform a full extension. The roller is no longer needed. Place your left leg forward. Step it forward so that you can comfortably lunge forward. Take a nice inhale and find full extension in the chest, lumbar region, and hip joint. Exhale to extend, and inhale to flex back. Focus on extending everywhere. Our goal is to extend at the hip joint, lumbar region, thoracic region, and cervical region. On the exhale, extend, and on the inhale, flex. Now, switch sides and try again. Exhale into full extension. If you feel any discomfort, it means the range of motion is currently too large. Make it smaller and focus on the quality of your exhale. We've worked on our ribs today, and we've worked on our chest. Gradually, this movement will become easier and easier if you keep practicing, and we are now slowly finishing.